future belongs to those who believe in it. There are those who simply look to the future. Then there are those who hold on to its promise. A promise made real by VistaLAB. Today, VistaLAB is the largest builder of homes in the Philippines, growing in billions of ways in over 38 provinces throughout the country. It is spread beyond 65 cities and municipalities with 42 vertical residences and close to 300,000 homes now built for Filipinos. Camellia has changed Filipino families forever by recreating a future that is about families reaching out to each other. Crown Asia is as much about exquisite homes as it is about the celebration of life. Brittany brought a world of luxury to Filipinos with homes that define the ultimate in sophistication and elegance. Vista Residences redefine city living by allowing one to live well and live in the moment. In its strong belief in the future, VistaLAB has created homes worth passing on from generation to generation. Homes that are investments for the future, so more Filipino families can look to a breathtaking vista of tomorrow. VistaLAB, building a future worth living.
This is Patrick. He likes maps and camping. The outdoors and wildlife make him feel safe. He's worried about moving to Manila next year. But his parents say he'll be fine. He's set to make Vista GL Taft his university home. He's relieved to find that his target university is only a short walking distance away. And look, right across his building is a hospital. And if he has somewhere he needs to get to, there are 2 train stations just walking distances away. Such convenience. No time wasted. You feel safe and secure even if it rains heavily. You know how it is these days. Other university homes include Vista Heights, neighboring National Teachers College, Technological Institute of the Philippines, La Consolacion College, Centro Escolar University, and San Beda College. And even up north in Chile, Baguio City, 3 blocks away from the Convent of the Pink Sisters is Vista Brent Hill Baguio. A close distance away from Brent Baguio, one of the oldest and most prestigious international schools in the country. Students must feel like they're on vacation all year round. In the Katipunan area, where students love to explore the area for new places to eat and hang out, is the recently launched university home, Vista Point, which makes everything all the more accessible. Ateneo de Manila University, Miriam College, University of the Philippines, and the Center for Culinary Arts are all nearby. Along the diverse and interesting streets of Recto is Vista Recto, which is close to the University Belt area. Sarah is Patrick's older cousin who lives along Taft. Her university is only a short walking distance away. Whenever she needs to commute, she gets to the train station quickly and safely. Oh, and there are other schools and universities nearby. Vista Residences believes that there should be no safer place than home. That is why majority of the students choose Vista Residences. True to being the home within school distance, all our university residences have comfortable lobbies where your friends and study groupmates can meet up. Our lobbies are guarded and equipped with CCTV systems to ensure your safety. And study pods where students can peacefully and efficiently do their schoolwork. Our university homes have e-libraries, completely modern and ideal learning hubs where reading choices are endless. We also have multi-purpose halls where you can host parties, school meetings, study groups, and other activities. Keeping fit? Fitness centers are conveniently available in all our university homes. For students like Sarah and Patrick, schoolwork can be overwhelming at times. That's why Vista Residences designed amenities for the much-deserved breaks, where they can have fun and relax. And sky lounges that use solar panels, so you get to marvel at the views while taking care of our awesome planet. Wherever the dream school or university may be, or whether you aspire to be a future architect, visual artist, business professional, or culinary expert, Vista Residences exerts its best effort to make sure there's a comfortable, convenient, and secured home away from home. Vista Residences. Student living redefined.
timeless and vibrant. Uncover an exclusive place to live, work, and play. Immerse yourself in the excitement of an edgy and colorful world out there. Step out to a world full of possibilities. Walk through a different perspective and cross boundaries. Your life designed for a unified purpose, an exploration of the world. A symphony of cultures and a diverse community. The places you are most familiar with as life's precious moments happen around you. A highly distinctive development, giving unparalleled privileges. A landmark in a city of landmarks. Sit down to a wonderful experience and see the world beyond mere structures and open spaces. Differently. Take a fabulous 360-degree sight of the cityscape. Your life in full colors. The Spectrum.
Vista morning, everyone. How are you all doing today? We do hope everyone is safe and doing well because not only do we have the pandemic to worry about, but it's also been pretty rainy July this far.
You're right, David. I hope everyone is safe and dry right now with the pandemic and the rainy season. Parang ang sarap na mainit na kape at lugaw sa panahon na ito, no, David? But what about your viewers? How is everyone? May we know your favorite food or drink to eat? During the rainy days? Let us know in the comment section below. We want to hear from you naman. David and I will be checking out how everybody is doing, and I'm so excited to know your favorite comfort food in the comments section. So while waiting siguro, what's your favorite
Mine,
comfort
mine.
food?
If you're asking my favorite comfort food, ako sinigang talaga. Sinigang master race. Anyway, moving on to the comment section.
Ayan, sabi ni Josel de los Santos Ramos. Thank you, Vista Residences, for being an inspiration for us to work hard for our dreams. Truly admirable. Wow, thank you, Josel.
All right, so for our next question. From Pamela Ann Lagrama. Soon, once I have a stable job, one thing for sure, mag-invest ako sa Vista Residences. For sure, sana nga totoo yan, Miss Pamela. And ako rin, same sentiments.
Ayan. From Maureen Albania Gira. I love chicken sopas. Watching here in Laguna. Wow, I love chicken sopas also. Lalo na gawa ng mama ko.
And for our next question, we have here Samantha Grace. And she says, Sinigang to she has great taste. Sinigang is the best Filipino soup out there. Anyway, all right. Thank you everyone for sharing your favorite comfort food and beverage with us. Right, so again, Vista morning, everyone. We would like to welcome you to another installment of Vista Residences Investment Lab series. But before anything else, we would like to first introduce ourselves. I'm David.
And I am March. Welcome to Investment Lab Nutrition Essential for Optimal Health and Well-Being, as we will be your hosts for today's very timely topic during this nutrition month. So, David, are you also excited with what's in store for us today?
Yes, of course. That's why before we start, we would like to encourage everyone to like and share this live stream because we'll be giving out prizes to three lucky viewers. All you have to do is like, share, and drop a comment on the live stream below after you're done with the first two steps. Again, like and share our live stream and then comment down below once you're done doing so. So you'll have a chance to be one of our three lucky winners.
That's very exciting indeed. I encourage you all to join and be one of the lucky winners of our like and share our live stream raffle promo. By just liking and sharing, may 500 pesos ka na, diba? San ka pa? Grabe talaga sa Vista Residences.
Grabe talaga, kaya do not forget to like and share our live stream so you can be one of our lucky winners. Alright, moving on to the next part of our program. Let us all welcome our speaker for today. He is a certified fitness and nutrition coach with over 8 years of experience under his belt with extensive knowledge in sports and sports nutrition. He has coached a diverse portfolio of clients from your regular fitness enthusiast to highly competitive amateur and professional sports teams such as the UP Fighting Maroons men's basketball team, NU women's and girls volleyball team, Photon Blue Energy Pro volleyball team, and the Muay Thai national team. He has also been featured in multiple television shows such as 24 Horas in the GMA network and The Biggest Loser, as well as appearing in the expert column of the Philippine Star. Besides being a certified nutrition, sports nutrition, and fitness coach, he is also a part owner of the mixed martial arts gym, Fitness Armory, and not too long ago, launched a nutrition supplement business. In 2018, he launched his own company, Tim Nutrition Clinic and Consultancy, offering bespoke nutrition and training programs depending on his client's fitness, nutrition goals, lifestyle, and current training age, among other factors. He is also a freelance resource speaker giving talks regarding sports nutrition or fitness and nutrition in general to multiple audiences from schools such as Centro Escolar University and UP Diliman to corporate entities such as Globe Philippines. A Bachelor of Science degree holder in Sports Science from the University of Santo Tomas and Nutrition and Dietetics from Centro Escolar University. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Coach Timothy Ting.
Hey guys, thank you so much David and Marge for that very warm welcome. Sakto sa malamig na panahon. Warm na warm yung welcome niyo sa akin. Thank you, thank you. All right guys, so today our topic is nutrition essentials. Basically, I want you guys to have something to do right at the moment you step out of this um podcast. Ano ba to? Interview. Hindi. Ano siya? It's a talk. Okay? So, that means, okay, I want you guys to listen up very, very well. Kasi things that I'm going to be talking to you about are the essentials. Kumbaga sila yung pinaka-fundamentals. They are the ones that you can do right away, not just information. We want something executable straight away. So, next slide, please. Ayan. So, again, for those who didn't catch it, my name is Coach Tim. I am here because I love to talk about nutrition. It's basically my life. And tawag nga nila sa akin is at Tim Nutrition. Next slide, please. Ayan. Actually, this slide we can skip kasi si Marge and si David already gave me a really warm welcome for everything. So these are just my credentials. I'm from USTE, CEU as well, double degree holder. But this doesn't really matter. Basta as long as you guys keep an open mind, really grasp what I want to say. And kapag nag-agree kayo, please get the concept. If you don't, feel free to raise a question or even just, sige, sabihin mo, wag na natin pag-usapan yun if you don't agree with the concept. All right? So before we start today, I have a simple question for you guys. So, what is nutrition to you? Kasi ako, buhay ko na yung nutrition is. So nutrition is a lot to me. But what is it to you? Okay? Why are we even here? Why is it important? So if you think of it, okay, nutrition is super, super important because next slide, look at how nutrition impacts you. Okay? It impacts, number one, physical health. Diba? In Vista residences, we like people to look good, not just feel good. So feel good, look good, physical health. You get out of the hospital, you stay away from the hospital. That means you get to work more, spend more time with your family and friends. Basically, you're more available to the people that you love and care about. Emotional. Siyempre, some of us are comfort eaters, especially kapag dealing with stress, right? So nutrition also has a role with emotional states. Sometimes you feel happy, you eat. You celebrate, you eat. You feel sad, you eat. So it's supposed to be all-encompassing ang nutrition. Also, as Filipinos, we use nutrition for what? We use nutrition for bonding with community, friends, and family. We even, sa career, yung mga friends natin, di ba, pag lunchtime, sino sa inyo na nami-miss yun? Pag lunchtime, sabay-sabay kang kumakain with the office workmates, yung mga friends nyo, yon. So, nutrition actually has a great impact out of everything, pati na financial. Okay, kasi financial, syempre, you also want to do nutrition under a budget kasi araw-araw ka kumakain, which means nutrition takes what? More than 50% of your entire life. So lastly is values. There are things in nutrition that teach you that if you eat well, there are certain lessons in nutrition that can be carried out dun sa career nyo and even sa work. So things like discipline and being consistent and just doing things conveniently, going for environmental reasons actually help out a lot in terms of nutrition. So next slide, please. So coach, we want to be healthy. Pero I'm pretty sure this is not the first talk that you guys have been into or have listened to that tells you about eating healthy. I'm pretty sure you guys have already known, nasabi pati mga magulang natin, mga grandparents have already told us, kumain kayo ng gulay, kumain kayo ng fruits, kumain kayo ng vegetables, stay away from processed foods. We all already know that. We already know what's healthy, right? Tama. Pero, why are we here? Because like we're not going to deal with the boring stuff. We're not going to deal with, okay, stay away from fast food. We're not going to deal with, okay, don't eat fatty foods. Kasi kahit ano naman gawin mo, we will still eat that as part of the entire Filipino diet. So if we already know what's healthy, I want to challenge you guys with a simple question. Okay, next slide please. Guys, take a look at this illustration. Alam natin fast food is bad. Tama? Ayan no, may demonyo, may demon horns yung burger kasi fast food. Pero ba't pag salad, automatic healthy? O yan, may angel wings yung salad. Why? If you analyze it actually, tingnan nyo, what's inside the salad, what's inside the burger? Eh, may croutons naman yung salad. Parehong may carbs. May gulay din naman yung burger, may gulay din yung salad. Pareho naman may gulay. May cheese din naman yung salad, may cheese din yung burger. Same lang sila. May pieces of meat, may pieces of meat. Equal lang sila. May dressing yung salad, may dressing din yung burger. Yung mayonnaise na nilalagay sa gitna. Right? So what's the difference? So actually, the society right now, in terms of previous data from the past 4 years, that we have an increasing rate for obesity. So why is that? Because people suffer from a condition known as a health halo effect. Next slide, please. So ano ba yung health halo effect na yan? We tend to glorify or label certain foods, put them at a pedestal na, uy, sobrang healthy nito, solid to. Ito yung may anghel, ito yung may halo. Na kahit gano'ng kadami kainin ko on that food item, it will still be healthy for me. On the other hand, we demonize certain food groups like rice. Ayan, dami sa inyo, nag-iiwas ng rice, dami galit sa chips, ice cream, cakes, cookies, lahat yun, demonyo, bad foods naman. So in reality, there are no good foods or bad food. Next slide, please. Ayan, quotable quotes natin. There are no good or bad foods. Food is just food. Walang good, walang bad. That's the first lesson that I want you guys to have. So if you want to screenshot this, ayan, screenshot nyo sa screens nyo, save that. Kasi our talk right now will revolve on, hey, if you want a proper relationship with food, hindi mo kailangan i-label a food as good or a food as bad. At the end of the day, it's the amount that matters. Okay, next slide please. So, if we've already busted the myth that walang good food and bad food, then what is healthy for us now, right? Kasi if we take out the concept of good food and bad food, ano yung magiging healthy ngayon for us? So next slide please. So health, sabi ng World Health Organization, is a complete physical, mental, social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So kung dati iniisip nyo that burgers are bad, cakes are bad, lechon is bad, alcohol is bad, sabi ng WHO, mental and social health. Remember those two things. Kasi when you're in a party, ikaw ba yung taong may pack meal ng salad, tas lahat sila kumakain ng lechon, ikaw yung nagsasalad sa gilid? Of course, you're gonna suffer in terms of your social health, and as well as being left out will make you suffer in terms of mental health. So that's why we want something a little bit more holistic. So I challenge you guys to listen to this new principle. Next slide, please. What is healthy? Healthy is actually depende sa goal nyo. Ayan. So what's your goal? Ask yourself. Kasi if you look at that pyramid right there, you would see 5 aspects of nutrition. You have total calories, you have macronutrients, micronutrients, timing, oras ng kain, tsaka yung supplements. Now, each one of these things actually addresses one goal. So right now, okay, in your seats, listening at home, listening at work, on the car, isipin nyo, ano ba yung goal nyo? So what is healthy for you? Ano ba yung goal nyo? Do I want some weight loss para mas healthy ako? Am I obese right now? Am I overweight based on my BMI, body mass index? Medyo chunky ba ako? Or, baka I'm part of the group of people that more on body composition yung hanap ko. Baga, I'm not that fat naman, hindi ako mabigat, hindi naman ako overweight, hindi naman ako underweight. Sakto lang, pero I do want some more definition sa katawan ko, in which case, macronutrients, yung mga carbs, proteins, fats, ang kailangan mo i-address. Third, coach, healthy naman na ako. Feeling ko gusto ko lang mabuhay hanggang 100 years old. So, maybe vitamins and minerals and food quality is what you're aiming for. Support basic health, micronutrients. Ibig sabihin, ito yung mga vitamins and minerals sa katawan nyo, pati fiber. Yan yung focus nyo dapat. And then some people are like athletes, weekend warriors na, hey, coach, I want to perform my best. Feeling ko reasonably fit na ako, may abs na nga ako eh. Pero I really want to outperform my peers. So nutrient timing, kumbaga oras ng kain is what you're going for if you're going for performance. And then lastly, supplements. Ayan, napansin nyo that small triangle is a very, very small blue triangle. It fits anywhere dun sa total calories, macros, and other 3 levels na yan. So that means you use supplements to fill in the gaps. Ganun tayo. Okay? For the purposes of this one, we're just gonna focus on basic health at saka portions nyo. Kasi at the end of the day, the dose determines the poison. It's not the type of food. So next slide, please. So I'm just gonna shed some light. Konting myth busting tayo. Guys, I'm pretty sure you have over the pandemic, have searched on your own and found ilang diets yung mga pinaggagawa nyo. You have ketogenic diets, intermittent fasting, paleo. Some of you went vegan, vegetarian, and any other denominations. May mga iba sa inyo nag-try ng combination diets, paleo, Atkins, whatever it is. Guys, good news is that all of them are correct. Also incorrect. Weird, no? Okay, why are they correct? Because they all work under the principle of a calorie deficit. Ibig sabihin, ano nga ba yung calories? Calories is basically the units of energy. Pag-measure ng energy yan. You know how like we measure our weight in pounds or in kilos? We, nutritionists, measure food in terms of calories para we don't have to go one rice, one potato. We go like 100 calories. Gaano kadami yon? Gaano kadami yon? No. So as long as you are in a deficit, meaning may certain maintenance calories ka, ibig sabihin, if you eat a certain amount of food, you will maintain weight. Okay? So right now, if for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, halos same naman yung weight nyo, nagfa-fluctuate lang ng konti, then probably you are eating at maintenance. Now, what is a deficit? A deficit means kulang ang kinakain nyo, which is good if you want to lose weight. But if you want to gain weight, you want to be in a surplus. Pero the trick here is, you just want to interpret your diet, aka the deficit, or in a surplus in such a way na doable siya and feasible siya with your lifestyle. So for example, I am someone who likes numbers. Then I may want to use a diet that has something to do with a lot of pagtitimbang, a lot of numbers, a lot of counting. If I don't like math, bagsak ako sa math nung high school tsaka college, di wag mong kunin yung may numbers. Try mo yung may rules na lang, like keto, di ba? May rule siya, you can't eat carbs. In hopes na hindi ka pumasok sa total calories mo. Intermittent fasting, you can only eat at a specific amount of time. Wherein after you've eaten one big meal, syempre 8 hours lang yung pwede, so you can eat a small snack, tapos pag gutom ka na, bawal ka na kumain. So, you are in a deficit. So that's why diets like that work. So a main point ko here, next slide please, align your nutrition with your goal while taking into account your environment to see results. Okay. So meron tayo dito mga mga doubters. Yung iba parang, oh coach, pwedeng kumain ng kahit ano basta pasok sa calories? Yes. Ano yung proof? Next slide please. Okay, so we have one quick experiment. This guy in the picture is Professor Hobb. He is from the US. Okay, ang ginawa niya experiment for 10 weeks. He ate mainly donuts, cereal bars, pastry bars, and a few vegetables. And he lost 27 pounds. Now, if any of you suffer from bad cholesterol, yung sobra daming cholesterol sa katawan, triglycerides, guys, tingnan nyo, he lost 27 pounds eating quote-unquote bad foods. Diba? Donuts, cereals, pastry bars. Most of us would agree this is bad, right? But take a look at his bad cholesterol. It dropped by 20%. Nabawasan siya ng bad cholesterol. Tumaas good cholesterol niya. And his triglycerides reduced by 39, right? So, think of that. By simply addressing what's good for you, defining what healthy is for you. In his case, he was overweight. He needed to lose weight. He did that kahit nasabihin mo, hindi siya nag-focus sa food quality. Nag-improve yung health niya. So next slide, please. So simply saying that you need to eat a balanced diet is of course too broad. Kasi right now, most of us who came here are thinking, balanced diet lang yan. Eat everything in moderation. Those are good messages to preach. Don't get me wrong. But I think they are too broad. Kasi paano mo ibabalance yung diet mo? Kumain ka ba ng isang carrot dito, kabilang subo, carrot cake, automatic balance yon? Syempre hindi. It's too broad that it decides to lose its meaning. So, at this point, I want you guys to learn a second concept. This second concept is called nutrient density. Next slide, please. Because in terms of nutrient density, be careful. Not all food items are created equal in terms of calories and nutrients. Next slide, please. What do I mean by this? May tinatawag tayong dalawang classification ng pagkain. So instead of good and bad foods, right now, I want you guys to start shifting the way you view foods. Instead of good and bad, I want you to start looking at it in nutrient-dense versus calorie-dense na pagkain. So ano ba yung nutrient-dense na pagkain na yan? Nutrient-dense foods, ito yung lean proteins natin, fruits, vegetable, quality grains, and healthy fats. These are things that are very, very low in calories na nakakabusog. So lean proteins would include yan, yung mga chicken breast, skinless chicken, di ba, yung natanggal sa balat, pork loin, basta may loin sa pangalan, tenderloin, sirloin, ganun yung gamitin yung ingredients dun sa mga pagkain nyo. These all contain very low calories as opposed dun sa mga fried chicken na laden with fats and oils, yung mga things that are full of sugar, full of sodium. These are things that are very dense in calories. Like, tignan nyo mismo dun sa picture, right? A sample of 1,450 calories is one meat lover's pizza, isang buo. Okay? If you want to lose weight, sabihin mo, maintenance calories ko is 2,000. Okay? So I require 2,000 calories to maintain my weight. and I want to lose weight. So binawasan ko siya, naging 1,450. Okay? Nung binawasan ko, I could choose to eat meat lovers pizza, just as like how Dr. Hobb did it, pastry bars, cereal bars, cookies, cakes, and ice cream. Pero, tingnan nyo, ang liit kumpara dun sa full day of eating ng nutrient-dense foods na maka-burger pa ako ng konti, pero most of my meals are surrounded by lean proteins, fruits, and vegetables. So the point here is, don't forget to include 1 or 2 calorie-dense foods to make it feel na tao ka pa rin, hindi siya diet. So next slide, please. A few more examples of calorie-dense and nutrient-dense foods are outlined here. If you want to take a screenshot, feel free to do so. But today, we want to redefine what you mean by a balanced diet. So next slide, please. So another slide, please. So I want you guys to follow this rule, okay? So itong rule na to is called the 80-20 rule, okay? Pwede bang 70-30 coach? Pwede bang 90-10? Pwede naman. Pero we found that most people actually have the sweet spot dito sa 80-20 na rule. Kasi itong 80-20 isn't even a nutrition concept. It's actually a finance concept. Wherein 80% of the time, in-apply natin sa nutrition lang, 80% of the time, you want minimally processed and nutritious food items that you actually enjoy. Tapos yung 20%, hayaan mo na. So ano application nito? Next slide, please. Application nito is that foods kasi aren't created equally. So balancing them out is not a 50-50 split, but rather an 80-20 or 70-30. Pwede na yon. So how do we apply this? We can apply this per day, per week, or per month. Simulan natin ng per day. Back please one slide para mas makita nila yung pictures. So how do you apply this daily? Daily, isipin nyo, kunyari ako, si Coach Tim, a normal Filipino eats breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack 4 times a day. Some of us, medyo na iba since the pandemic. Since we started sleeping late, we started waking up a little bit later. So some of us are habitual breakfast skippers. Okay lang naman yan. Depende on your goal. So, if na gano'n, sabihin mo 3 meals ka lang. Brunch, snack, dinner. So whatever it is, kung 4 times ka kumakain in a day or 3 times, to apply the 80-20 rule, 80% of 4 is what? 3. Yung natitirang 1 is the 20. Ibig sabihin, for your 3 meals, pag maayos kain mo containing lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, or 3 out of 5, the quality grains and healthy fats, 3 out of 5 those, maayos kain mo ng 3, feel free to enjoy that snack as ice cream. Okay lang yon. Pero if simula ng araw mo, you went for tapsilog na may spam, na may corned beef, sarap, di ba? Mainit na kape, sa lunch mo, please, ayusin mo naman. Snack, mag-fruits ka na lang. Dinner, ayusin mo din. Ganun lang siya. That's the 80-20 rule. This is the simplest starting point for anyone who hasn't started a diet. So it's not even about counting calories yet. It's just fixing that food quality so that you have an opportunity to eat better. Kasi parang ganito lang yan eh. Sabihin mo, marunong ka mag-toothbrush. The most consistent thing that you've done throughout the entire pandemic is simply brushing your teeth. Right? Sana naman di ka nagbintis ng brushing ng teeth, di ba? Para may magandang smile kayo. So, what drives you to brush your teeth, right? Number 1, you have a cue, right? You remember to brush your teeth because may morning breath, syempre. So, that's a reminder. That's why you brush your teeth. Would you brush your teeth kapag di bumabaho bibig nyo? Syempre, hindi. So, second, availability. Sabihin mo magaling ka mag-brush ng teeth kasi you've been doing it your entire life, but you don't have a toothbrush and a toothpaste. So, kung wala yung dalawa na yon, what will happen? You won't be able to do a good job in brushing your teeth. Pwede mo pilitin, like daliri and asin, but at the end of the day, mas malinis pa rin kung may toothbrush and toothpaste ka. So same goes with your nutrition. Get your hands on some quality foods, aka lean proteins, fruits, and veg. Kahit sabihin mo, lean proteins lang, isama nyo sa market nyo kahit papano. Kasi fruits and veg naman are very available anywhere. Lumabas ka, kahit saan ka pumunta, may fruits and veg on the corner or sa mga stores natin. Right? So yon, get those available para magawa nyo to ng maayos. And then na 20%, yan na yung wiggle room nyo. Okay, so next slide please, again. So follow that 80-20 rule. Remember, it's a very simple concept. Kung 3 meals lang kinakain nyo, then make sure 2 of them are very okay, very healthy, and then the last one yung hindi masyado. Next slide please. So coach, pwede bang ibawi ko na lang sa exercise? Yan tayo eh. Yan na yung medyo gusto gawin ng mga tao na, sige coach, I'll eat para I can exercise. I'll exercise a lot para I can eat more. Coach, gawin ko na lahat para di lang mag-diet ng matindi. Actually, the relationship between exercise and nutrition is a very intimate one. Wherein connected nga sila. Pero perspective-wise, you might want to start to look at your exercise. Kumbaga, to answer the question, can you out-exercise a bad diet? Hindi. Why? Isipin nyo, exercise nyo makes up how much? An hour at most. Gano'n katagal ka nag-exercise? Siguro 3 hours kung malakas-lakas kayo. Pero at the end of the day, we have 24 hours in a day, right? And 1 to 3 hours is what? 5 to 10% lang. So do you think anything that you do within that 5 to 10% will burn enough calories or offset whatever you've been doing for the past 21 hours? Yung 90 to 95% ng araw nyo, aka na nakaupo in front of a computer, doing absolutely nothing physically, right? So, tingnan nyo na yung 21 hours na yan is an opportunity to lose weight, okay? Small things like fixing up your bag, fixing up your desk, standing instead of sitting, whichever requires you to do your job better, gawin nyo. Okay? I-pepper nyo lang siya throughout the day para mas madami yung calories ma-burn. And then the 1 to 3 hours, that's actually an opportunity for you to get the benefits na hindi mo magawa over the 21 hours, which is muscle retention. So, guys, ang point here, do not exercise to burn calories. Hindi kayo aabot kahit anong gawin nyo. Kahit mamatay-matay kayo, mamuti mata nyo, sumuka kayo, hindi tayo aabot sa exercise burn. Plus, no one has that much time to exercise more than 3 hours a day, right? So, use it for toning na lang. And then, next slide, please. So, remember, nutrition lets you lose weight, okay? So, nutrition ang responsible for losing weight, but exercise tells you what type of weight you gain or lose. Next slide, please. Ayan. So, next slide, please. So, yun. So, summary natin sa talk na to. What are the action points that you guys can do straight away para magawa nyo ng maayos yung diet nyo? Number 1, guys, assess muna tayo. Ano ba yung goal ko? Coach, I want to lose weight. I focus on my portions. Coach, medyo fit na ako. Gusto ko pa maging mas fit. Gusto ko ng six-pack abs. Focus on training. Focus on macros. Okay? Macros meaning carbs, proteins, and fats. Okay? Dapat mas daming ulam, bawasan yung kanin, damihan yung healthy fats sa weightlifting nyo. Well, depende sa training status nyo. Third, okay? Look into your food quality. Coach, I just want to be healthy. Hindi ko naman pangarap magka-abs. I just want to be healthy. Live until 100. Food quality, the 80-20 rule. That's our topic for today. Okay? Fourth, okay? Fourth is meal timing. Kung atleta kayo, gusto nyo malakas yung activity nyo, malakas yung performance nyo, pre-workout meal, post-workout meal, intra-workout meal, supplements, those are the things that you want to focus on. And lastly, next is setting. Define mo yung goal nyo. Okay? So, i-define your goal. Ibig sabihin, how do you translate that focus into something actionable? Okay? So, let's say, my goal is weight loss. If my goal is weight loss, then, sabi ni coach, portions daw ang problemahin ko. So, I simply go like, okay, step number 1, ilang meals ang kinakain ko per day? Coach, di ko alam. Minsan 2, minsan 3. That's the first step. Define nyo muna. Kasi as part of a habit building process, as part of consistency, kailangan may repetition kayo. Would you be able to make a habit without repetition? Syempre, wala. So, of course, enforce that behavior muna. Define nyo. Ilang meals ba kayo kumakain? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack? O gusto nyo brunch, snack, dinner lang? Upon doing that, tignan nyo laman ng plato nyo. May kanin, may ulam, may prutas, may gulay. Okay, simulan nyo. 1 week. Puro ganun muna. If you want to lose weight, next week, magtanggal tayo ng portions. Liitan natin. Dati, 100 grams yung meat, 1/4 ng plato. This time, gawin natin 70 grams. Dati, 1 cup rice, gawin mo half cup. Gulay, dati 1 cup. O sige, ngayon, i-retain mo muna 1 cup. Prutas, 1 cup. Sige, retain mo muna. Do that for all your meals. Track your metrics. So, ibig sabihin, magtimbang kayo. Tignan nyo next week. Pag bumaba, di bumaba. Tapos na. Ganun kadali mag-diet. You don't need to spend thousands of pesos. Magpapa-food delivery kayo. Hindi nyo kailangan mag-spend ng organic something kasi weight loss naman yung goal nyo. It's just the portions. Okay? Second, ano ba yung target nyo? Macros. Dati, try mo, feeling mo di ka nakaka-recover. Nagbubuhat ka naman. So, you want more protein. So, dati, half yung protein, 1/4 ng plate mo yung protein. Gawin mo nga half. Pakiramdam mo sa katawan mo. Feel good, go train more, rinse and repeat until you get the results. 80-20 rule. Paano mo hatiin? Again, go back. Ilang patterns ka? 4 meals a day ka ba? 1 snack? Tignan mo nga ngayon, ano yung current ginagawa mo? Coach, sa umaga, I just drink latte kasi mabilis eh. Tapos, usually din nagbe-breakfast. Lunch, kung ano meron dyan, fast food para mabilis kasi busy ako eh. Tapos snack, kung ano madekwat ko, okay na yon. Tapos dinner, yun yung medyo maayos-ayos yung kain ko. So start there. Start simple steps lang. Okay? So i-focus mo siya. Okay? Align mo yung mindset with that aspect that directly hits your goal. So if your goal is that general health 80-20, baka anong improvements kaya pwede ko gawin sa umaga? O nga, no, sabi ni coach, 5 daw yon. Lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, quality grains, healthy fats. Black coffee lang iniinom ko. So, deficient pala yung diet ko. So, yung 5 hanapin ko. What's easy to access for me? Proteins, uy, itlog. Ano pa? Healthy fats, uy, peanut butter. Kaso hindi naman bagay peanut butter tsaka itlog. Uy, healthy grains. Uy, baka whole wheat bread tsaka peanut butter and an egg. Pwede. Ano pa? Vegetables. Di naman bagay yung vegetables sa umaga. Okay lang. Mag-supplements ka na lang. Green juices, mga ganon. Para mas madali. And then lastly, okay? Lastly is your fruits. So what if you decided to go like whole wheat bread, banana, chop mo, lagyan mo ng peanut butter, kainin mo siya, mag-black coffee ka, mag-greens juice ka, edi, mas balance yung diet mo ngayon. That's your breakfast. Lunch, do the same concept. Snack, pagbigyan mo na sarili mo kasi malinis na siya, kumain ka na ng ice cream for lunch. Eh dahil mainit ngayon, siguro taho para mas masarap kasi mas mainit. And then gabi, do the same concept as the 5. Start there. And if you see that you're maintaining your weight, that's the time we're in, healthy ka na yung diet mo. Balance na siya. Now, from that, you can springboard to weight loss or muscle gain. Depende sa gusto mo. And then lastly, if atleta ka, if sanay kang di kumakain prior workout, pre-workout, maybe I should eat something. Start there. And then do it by feel. Okay? So, yung mga further suggestions na yan, of course, different topics na yan. Otherwise, it would take the entire afternoon, mga 10 hours natin i-discuss lahat yan. But for now, I want you guys to be healthy. Execute. Okay? One day at a time. Simulan nyo lang siya. Go na tayo. 80-20 rule. Next slide, please. So, remember, tweak. One small item per week. Okay? Isa lang. One small item per week. Breakfast lang ayusin ko. Lunch lang ayusin ko. Dinner lang ayusin ko. Snack lang ayusin ko. Tweak one small item per week over a month. And that's 4 new habits. Now imagine, over a year, that's 52 new habits that you've created. Hindi mo pa ramdam na nakadiet ka. So next slide, please. I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation. If you have enjoyed, have learned something, and you want more tips, follow me at Tim Nutrition. Today, I'm going to open the floor more onto the questions para mas ma-engage ko kayo kasi I'm not a fan of talking alone. Nagmo-monologue ako since like, for the past 30 minutes. This time, I want to hear from you guys. How can I help you guys?
Wow, thank you so much, Coach Tim. So,
For sure.
one of the interesting things that I learned is that there are no good or bad food pala. Like, food is food. And it's the amount that matters, sabi niya nga po. So, you really have to be careful on the volume or how much we eat them. Since too much or too little is also bad. So that's why we have to have a balanced diet or the 80-20 rule that you mentioned. And thank you for that, Coach. It is very important to correct all the misconceptions and false information on the internet since most of the people are just copying what they see online, even though it's not the right diet for them, which is more harmful to their well-being. So, parang sa loob lang yun eh. Akala mo, siya na ang right one, pero hindi pa pala siya yung fit size.
May hugot.
Charot lang po. So, for that, we will now move on to the Q&A portion of our program. So if you have any questions for Coach Tim, I invite you all to drop it in the comment section below. But before we read some of the comments or the questions, I actually have a question of my own.
Oy, sige.
So, what's your stance or thoughts about intermittent fasting? Like, do you recommend it or not?
Of course. Okay. So, intermittent fasting, let's first define ano ba yung intermittent fasting. So, dati, wala naman tayong tawag sa intermittent fasting. Tawag natin nun nalipasan ng gutom. Yun lang yun. Tinamad kumain. Okay. Then, na-sensationize siya early 2000s. So, yun, yung first stage ng 2000s. People started coining the term intermittent fasting, meaning may mga benefits daw sila makukuha like improved blood sugar na utilization. But at the end of the day, there are numerous protocols sa intermittent fasting. We have the most popular, 16-8. Ibig sabihin, 16 hours daw silang di kakain, tapos 8 hours lang pwede. Pero ang nagiging catch doon is kahit ano daw pwedeng kainin. So, what's my stance on it? Depende sa tao. So, it's a meal timing thing. Wherein, kung lifestyle mo, let's say, night shift worker ka, talagang nasasanay ka na late ka natulog, late ka magigising, then it fits. Kasi it works for you. Natural siya sa condition mo. Pero will there be any benefit between doing intermittent fasting and not doing it for weight loss? Diba sabi ko nga kanina, portions ang habol mo. So, kung weight loss equals portions, so as long as yung portions mo pumasok within that time frame, goods tayo. Pag hindi pumasok, sabihin mo sinamgyupsal mo yung buong 8 hours na yon, sad to say, tataba ka pa rin doon. Okay, so that is definitely worth exploring for most people who are in the general public, yung healthy ka, wala kang conditions. But contraindications include din sa mga taong diabetic. Of course, baka yung blood sugar mo mag-drop. Yung mga taong may GERD, yung acid reflux, bawal magutom yan. Kung hindi, baka ubo ng ubo yan dun sa workplace. So those things are contraindications for people who suffer those conditions. So wag kayong basta-basta mag-explore without a professional guiding you.
Okay po, thank you po, Coach David.
Sure.
So what about you, David? Do you have a question?
Actually, yes, I do have a question of my own. I think quite similar din kay Marge, although because Coach, as you mentioned a while ago, there have been a lot of fad diets out there. You have the ketogenic diet, the paleo diet, and so on. Kasi Marge mentioned yung intermittent fasting. Yung sa akin naman, Coach, what's your opinion or your stand on the if it fits your macros, or in other words, anything that you eat, for those who don't know, if you're not mistaken, that you can eat anything as long as it fits your macronutrient count or ultimately your calorie count. If correct me if I'm wrong, Coach. So, what do you think of that? Is that sustainable, or do you recommend it, or are you against it?
Neither. Both okay siya. Tama ka doon. If it fits your macro, so IIFYM is what you call it. Sumikat to nung, mga 2010s. Nung nagsisimula yung career ko, medyo sikat yan. Okay? During that part kasi, people are so used to diets na restrictive. So, on that time, pag sinabi mong diet, anong bawal? Yun yung kagad na iniisip ng tao. Anong bawal, ano pwede? I want people to tell me anong bawal kainin, anong pwede kainin. That's why naging super popular siya kasi pwede lahat sa diet mo. Pasok siya. Which is partly our stance, di ba? Yung narinig mo kanina, the way I delivered the talk, na yeah, you can eat anything you want as long as pasok siya. But the problem with IIFYM is it requires consciousness. Okay? Now, you mentioned sustainability. Possible ba maging conscious kasi diet at sustainable siya at the same time? Yun yung problema eh. Kasi if you want sustainable, halos unconscious dapat yan. Halos second nature, halos habit dapat siya. Imagine mo if araw-araw you have to decide ilang grams ng toothpaste yung kailangan mo para sa toothbrush mo. At ilang, paano mo itatrack yung ilang strokes upward tsaka to the side yung pagbrush mo ng ngipin. Paano magiging sustainable yun? Diba? So that's the thing with IFYM. It's great as an initial technique to bring more awareness. Kasi kung bata yan, turuan mo, anak dapat yung toothpaste mo, pea-size lang. Tapos yung brush mo, don't forget the molars, ganun-ganon. Okay siya sa simula. Okay? But the mere concept of IFYM is basically handing a 2,000 peso bill to a kindergarten level child. Tapos sinabi mo, ikaw na bahala, ano gusto mong kainin dyan sa 2,000. Do you think that child will be able to manage that calorie or that macro, that protein, that carb, that fat count well? Kasi in the concept of nutrition, andun yung level ng general public eh. Nandun tayo sa basic understanding pa lang. You don't have enough know-how yet para tignan yung, okay, yun pala may nutrient-dense food, may calorie-dense food. Yun pala, itong mga pagkain to nakakabusog. Yun pala, if I decided to eat burger on this and nag-cake ako, pasok sa calories, pero baka magutom naman ako. Diba? So yung mga things like that, yung mga unmentionables na yun, as long as you can manage those under the help of yun, a coach, a diet coach, a nutrition coach, a nutritionist, a dietitian, basta may tulong kayo, gets yung concept na yun, you can build up on that. And that's actually my job. People come in knowing how to calorie count, but the problem is they develop what? usually people who calorie count develop eating disorders. Why? Kasi sa basta pasok eh. Tapos isipin mo, everywhere, timbang-timbang sila ng pagkain, count sila. Until 1 year, hindi na pagkain yung tingin sa pagkain. Numero na. So, minsan, takot na kumain. So, you have people na going like, di na ako masaya sa kinakain ko kasi ubos na yung calories lagi. Tapos, yung iba natutulog na lang kahit gutom. So, in terms of sustainability, alam mo, hindi kagad sustainable. That alone. Pero that, plus other concepts like 80-20, nutrient-dense, quality-dense, mas malalim yung nutrition knowledge mo, then maybe you can use that as a springboard for other diets.
Alright. Noted na coach. I-apply ko na yun kasi
Ayos.
medyo na-consider ko rin before yung IFYM pero medyo ano nga siya, not as sustainable na as yung other diets as you mentioned. So thank you for shedding light on that. So
Thank you.
alright, so I think we can now move on to the if our viewers have any questions for coach.
Okay, for our first question, from Telly. Senior na po ako at diabetic po asawa ko. Ano po diet ang perfect sa amin?
Okay. So double pairing, isang senior, isang diabetic. So hindi siya yung diabetic, no? Hindi yung senior yung diabetic, yung asawa niya. Okay. So senior age-wise naman, wala naman diet na pinagbabawal as long as you're healthy. Although if diabetic yung asawa nyo, depende po yan kung type 1 o type 2. So kung type 1, iba po yung recommendations dyan. So medyo mahirap po sagutin yung question nyo kasi we lack the medical details for the others. But if it's type 2, general recommendations here will be controlling the quality of your carbohydrates. So yan, himbis na po mag-white rice kayo, i-control nyo po portions ng brown rice. So more on portions po tayo. Doon natin simulan. And going back to dun sa talk ko kanina, anong diet perfect sa inyo? Get something with a moderate carb lang, controlled carb siya. Make sure yung rice nyo hindi lumalagpas ng kalahati ng plato nyo. Plug in a little bit more veg, a little bit more fruit, a little bit more protein. Don't worry about fruits having high sugar. Okay lang yan, basta magkasabay-sabay sila. So if you guys are familiar with what you call glycemic index, is basically how fast madadigest ng katawan nyo yung sugar. Remember, glycemic index is a standalone criteria. Ibig sabihin, pag kinain nyo white rice alone mini-measure niya. Pero kapag kumain kayo ng white rice, nguya nyo yan kasama ng gulay, bababa yung glycemic index niyan. So, combine your foods with high fiber stuff, pati mga healthy fats to slow down that glycemic index para sa husband nyo, or tama ba? Asawa. Hindi ko alam kung husband, baka, pwede nga. So, asawa, husband. So, yun. Combine those things, pero at the end of the day, please seek help from a medical professional kaysa dun sa general recommendations. Because usually, pag diabetic, may underlying diseases yan, like hypertension and even some fatty liver. So, you want a whole workup for that. Hope that helps.
All right, thank you, coach. Now let's move on to our next question. So from Miss Bev Fajardo, what's the equivalent meal of a milk tea with pearls?
Uy, kilala ko to. Si Bev. Ayan. Si Bev actually is one of my clients na dati, ayun, malaki-laki na lose na weight niyan. Equivalent meal of a milk tea with pearls. Okay. Milk tea, full sugar with pearls is roughly around 500 to 600 calories. Mabigat siya. To give you guys an equivalent, isang cup ng rice is 200 calories. Now, imagine nyo, 3 cups of rice yung iniinom nyo in liquid form. Okay? So, imagine nyo yun. Now, what is an equivalent meal of that? Yung BTS meal, tanggalin nyo yung fries. Yun. Yun yung equivalent nun. Okay? So, I would suggest this be part of the 80-20 rule na yung 20% na yan, okay lang. Once a week. Kasi ano ba yung 7 days in a week? Ano yung 80% nun? Mga 5. So yung 20% is yung 2 o 1. So if you want to indulge a craving and you don't have any weight loss goals naman or any muscle gain goals, talagang gusto lang i-maintain general health nyo, eat very well for the past 6 days. That 7th day, go. Atake na yan.
Okay, thank you po, Coach, for answering Miss Bell's question. So, may last question pa po tayo from Giselle again. Is what are the pros and cons of keto diet?
Okay, gets. So yeah, keto diet. So keto diet, if you want to shed light on the background of keto diet, ang keto diet kasi was originally created for epileptics, yung mga may seizures. Okay? Kasi they found that madaming laman na carbs sa utak actually excites the neurons more and natitrigger yung pag-seizures nila. So, a doctor decided to create a diet na mas mababa sa carbs, aka 50 grams or less for a ketogenic diet, or even 30 grams dun sa iba. So low carb versus keto. Keto is around less than 20 grams of carbohydrates total. Now, anong advantage nun? Depends una sa environment. Sabihin mo na sa Pilipinas ka, I would not recommend keto diet sa Pilipinas. Why? Imagine mo, ano staples natin? Rice, di ba? Diba? Lahat ng meal, hindi considered meal ang meal kapag walang rice. Tama? So, lahat ng dishes natin, adobo, menudo, sinigang, yung favorite mo, hindi siya masarap without rice. Right? So, going back to dun sa sinabi ko, it's the portions. It's not the type of food. Walang masama, hindi masama ang carbs. It's just that, tignan mo muna yung environment mo kung pasok siya. Kung food choices yung sa umaga, hapon at gabi, tinola, sinigang, nilaga, adobo, menudo, mechado, lahat yan hindi masarap with rice. So alam mo, hindi kagad pasok yung keto dyan. So yun yung unang con. Although a pro of a ketogenic diet is, let's say, pumunta ka ng Japan, mahilig ka sa sashimi. Pumunta ka Korea, mahilig ka sa samgyeopsal. Lettuce naman yung kasama nun, walang kanin. So baka pwede. Sa US, pwede rin. Steak and vegetables, bagay. 'Di ba? Pero sabihin mo adobo tsaka chop suey, di siya bagay. So ganun lang talaga yung pairing nun. Okay? So those are the first two pros and cons. The second is a pro of a keto diet is that you would get faster initial weight loss. So yung mga taong gusto mag-kickstart ng diet nila, like namomotivate ka by seeing results, keto will help you lose a lot of weight for the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Okay? Even up to a month maximum. Pero studies have already shown that versus a normal diet, pantay lang sila at the end of the 1 month. So yung isa, biglang sipa, 10 pounds, tapos 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, ganon. Yung isang balanced diet naman is more on 1.5, 1.5, 2, 2, 2, tapos consistent. So, nasa sayo na yun. Kung gusto mong sumisipa siya ng mabilis simula or gusto mo slow and steady lang siya. So, either or, walang pros and cons in that department in terms of weight management. But in terms of general health, people usually do keto diets either really well or really bad. Most people have a misconstrued version of a keto. Kasi pag sinabi na keto diet, dapat healthy fats yan. Mga salmon dapat yung mga kinakain nyo dyan. Mga almonds, mga ganyan. Kung wala kayong budget, wag naman chicharon tsaka puro taba ng baboy kinakain nyo. Sure ball ang yayaman sa inyo dyan is yung cardio doctor nyo. Okay? So it's not that. Okay? So unless you have the resources, the environment to pull it off, no tayo sa keto. But otherwise, if under medical supervision, you are healthy, you have been screened by your doctor na wala kang medical issues, you might want to explore that as part of an entire regimen. The way we see it, diets are like tools. Yung kay David kanina, ng IIFYM, it's one tool. IF, one tool. Keto, one tool. Alam niyo gumagana doon sa tatlo? Lahat sila gumagana. Ang magaling dapat doon, adjust ka kung nasaan ka. Okay? Sige, so I hope that helps.
All right, so thank you, Coach Tim. I think we have a last question. Let's read another one
Sure.
for today's program. From Chino Canlas. Hi, Coach. Is eating late at night detrimental to one's health?
No. Bilis na sagutin. No. Okay. Kasi ginagawa ko din yan. Bias ako. Hindi, joke. So, actually, eating at night, matagal nang sira yung misconception na yon. It's been 1980s pa na sinasabi, don't eat beyond 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. kasi matutulog ka na, digestion mo is blah, 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 blah. It's not the eating late at night that's detrimental for one's health. It's the sleeping late at night that's detrimental to one's health. Kasi pag kumakain ka, syempre gising ka nun. Okay? So, nakakataba ba kumain sa gabi? No. Ano yung obvious na example niyon? Tignan mo yung mga street children natin. Okay? So you're telling me, nakakataba kumain late at night. So ibig sabihin lahat ng street children natin, gisingin ko ng 2 a.m., pakainin natin. Tapos na yung world hunger. Tumaba dapat sila. Hindi eh. That's not the case. So that means at the end of the day, it's the total calories that matters. Your total portions for the entire day. Ang problema lang, late at night, ano yung available na pagkain? Diba? Kasi puro fast food na yan, puro chips na yan, puro desserts na yan. And if you've been eating well all throughout the day, okay lang sana. Pero if you haven't been eating well throughout the day, isama mo pa yan, then that could be detrimental to your health. Plus the sleeping late. Plus siguro, bakit ka late natutulog? Baka may pulutan at inuman pa yan. So, yun yung totoong sagot doon.
All right. I think thank you, Coach Tim. I think that would be it for our question and answer portion. So, all right. Thank you again, Coach Tim, for indulging us and entertaining our questions for today, enlightening us on the nutrition essentials for optimal health and well-being. I actually learned a lot, including, as mentioned a while ago, the 80-20 rule. I never knew about that before. Like, ang alam ko lang before yung sa caloric deficit, ganyan. So, may
Right.
ganong concept pala na 80-20 na, which you mentioned naman na hindi naman kailangan religiously follow yung 80 exactly and 20 exactly. Pero at least now I know, at least may ballpark figure na ako that I can use as a guide. So, thank you.
You're welcome. Yun. So guys, thank you so much for having me.
Alright. So, what about you, Marge?
I feel the same way. Actually, I'm so happy to hear na wala pala masama sa carbs. And of course, we are very lucky to hear a very informative and timely topic from one of the best nutritionists in town, syempre.
Ng bola pa.
But before we move on to the next part of our program, we would like again to encourage our viewers to like and share this live stream so more people can learn from the knowledge that our speaker shared with us today. Also, don't forget about the chance to win a prize just by liking and sharing this live stream.
Alright, so yeah, just like Marge said, don't forget to like and share this live stream. So now let us now move on to the next part of our program. Smart investments by Vista Residences. Make a smart choice. As you all know, Vista Residences is the vertical property arm of the country's largest home builder, Vista Land and Lifescapes. We specialize in condominium properties located in the Philippines' key business districts, as well as areas in Metro Manila within well-known university clusters. So first up, we are going to discuss our properties in Quezon City. So for our first cluster of properties in Quezon City, we have our Katipunan properties, namely 309 Katipunan, Vista Point, and Hawthorne Heights. So as of the moment, only 309 Katipunan is our ready for occupancy property. Vista Point and Hawthorne Heights are both pre-selling properties. For our next cluster of properties in Quezon City, we have our other properties in, as I mentioned, Quezon City, mainly in the South Triangle area. We have Pinecrest Towers, Well Tower, and the Symphony Towers. And all three of these are ready for occupancy or already turned over. All right, so next up, we have our properties in the central business districts. So first up, we have Vista Shaw, located along Shaw Boulevard in Mandaluyong City, one of the more commercialized areas in Metro Manila. And next up, we have the Courtyard, located in Taguig City. And need I say more about Taguig City? BGC and so on.
And of course, we also have projects in the capital of the Philippines, which is the city of Manila. So, Kizuna and Sky Arts are both located in Malate, Manila, near our top universities in the country. And syempre, di naman mawawala ang regional projects ng Vista Residences, which are Suarez Residences in Cebu, the Loop Towers in Cagayan de Oro, and Canyon Hill in Baguio. Grabe talaga sa Vista Residences. Their properties are very accessible to everything. What a great investment talaga. Super worth it.
Grabe talaga. Kaya nga, tingnan niyo yung properties namin. Check out our website na lang at www.vistaresidences.com.ph. Alright, so moving on to the last part of our program, we will now be announcing the winners of our Share Our Live Stream contest. So, we will be announcing 3 winners who can each win 500 pesos worth of GCash. So, for our first winner, drum roll please. Congratulations to Shin Shin. or Shine. Congratulations to you po. Okay, regarding the claiming of your prize, you can send a direct message to the Vista Residences official Facebook page, and a marketing officer will be there to attend to to assist you. So yeah, feel free. Congratulations again to Shin. Yeah.
Yan. Congrats, Shin Shin. So, wow, our next winner is Nanayog Marilyn. Congrats, Marilyn, for winning 500 pesos.
All right. So for our last but not the least, our third winner, we have Feli Mercado Albania. Congratulations to you for winning 500 pesos worth of Gcash. Again, congratulations to everyone for winning 500 pesos worth of Gcash. That easy, diba? Basta like and share our live stream and comment down below.
Yes. Grabe, ang bilis talaga na napaka-generous talaga ng Vista Residences. So with that, we would like again to thank our speaker, Coach Tim, for taking your time and sharing your knowledge with us today about nutrition essentials for optimal health and well-being, which we all need to hear right now, especially during this time. We would also like to thank all our viewers today. We hope all of you were able to learn something new and enjoy the talk.
Yes, and we want to invite you to all our other future events. You can stay updated by following our social media accounts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. So I think that is it for today. See you next time, everybody. Stay safe and dry and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.